to Pewology. This is a show where the people in the pews get to weigh in on a whole variety of issues. I've got a group of guys tonight, and we are going to talk about guy issues, I guess. So, ladies, sorry. Wide variety of ages tonight.
34.
We got guys in their 30s, guys in their 40s, guys in their 60s?
Almost
Their 50s. And we've got one young brother with us tonight, one young man, still a young buck, ready to enter the world.
All right.
How old is he? He's 17, right?
16.
Don't
16, one 16-year-old guy. Okay, so here's my question. You have a son, you have a daughter, son. Okay. Tonight, Xavier is our son. Okay. What advice would you give your 16-year-old self is sitting right here, right? This is Xavier is a symbol, a shadow of your 16-year-old self. What advice would you give your 16-year-old self? And I just want to see if Xavier would be willing to listen to your advice.
On what topic, though?
Any topic.
Any topic.
I think what would you consider the most important advice you could have received as a young 16-year-old guy?
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. Well, I was a little bit there, but not that far to the left or whatever.
He means like keep things brief, like don't talk too much.
Sure, whatever you want to take that as.
Okay, let's start with this. Now, do you really think that I'm asking, do you really think that the best advice you could have received is just do it with protection as a 16-year-old? That's the best advice you could have received?
Great advice.
Hey, I mean, I think it's the simplest, and that's the thing that I can actually obtain at 16. I
think there's a few stops before that.
You're talking about me, though. Yes.
When you're on the cliff, don't jump. Maybe stay back here a little bit further.
Just make sure you wear protection when you
I
get
think
to
this
the
guy,
cliff.
he's like, okay, hold on.
Jump with a parachute.
But what I'm saying is, do you think that is the best possible outcome?
I mean, look. Yes, there's probably other better advice.
Okay.
That I could, but we're talking about a 16-year-old that's probably not gonna soak any of that in.
Do you just think? No, I'm asking that because it's a legit, but it's a legit point. No, but hold on, it's a legit point in this aspect, right? Do you think he's wrong? Do you think there are 16-year-olds who would listen, or do you think 16-year-olds are just doomed?
No, I think there's 16-year-olds who would listen. You also, it's like I had the thought, and I mean, you got to expect a little more of these kids. You know what I mean? You got to expect, like, hey, maybe they have some morals. You know what I mean? Some of these kids, you know what I mean? Maybe some of these
morals.
kids.
He said morals.
What do you think he said?
No, I thought you were laughing for something else. He said morals. I thought you heard another word.
You thought it was oral? Oh, God.
I didn't know why anybody was laughing. I was just...
But
Pardon me.
Like, you got to have...
Like our
some
culture
expectations, some good expectation for some of these
Do you
kids.
just think? But I'm saying it's almost like you.
Right?
It's almost like you defaulted to the setting of like, there's no hope.
Yeah.
Look, if I have hope, it's very little.
Really?
In that regard.
In just that regard, just because, like, look, they can do anything they want. They can go down a wrong path, a right path, whatever. They could have, but then if they don't wrap it up, no matter what they do, if they went down the right path or the wrong path, it's always gonna lead to some.
If they wrap it up, though, make sure some of them is not hanging out like that, whatever that glove is that you got on right there with half your hand hanging out.
Listen, if you're going to tell the kid okay, you could do it as many times as you want, just wrap it up. How many times do you think they're going to wrap it up?
Oh, you think they won't even wrap it up?
So of course not.
So you're as bad as him. Like
No,
he's
no,
at least
no.
saying wrap it up, and you're saying they won't even do that.
Well, no.
This is
hold
the
on.
worst
no.
possible outcome.
You're taking you're going way left. What I'm saying is not to do it at all.
Oh,
Wait
okay.
till my advice would be really. You're telling if I could go back.
Yes, if you
I
could go
was-
back.
If I was to go back to
Yeah,
Felipe,
what would you say? Yeah.
I would say wait till you get married.
Really?
Wait till you really know that person and you have your mind in the right place, and then commit yourself to that.
Okay.
That's
Would you?
exactly what I
What
would
do you?
say.
What do you think? You agree? Disagree?
I think they need to back it up.
Okay, I agree
I
with
think
that.
they're giving
but-
like they're giving like
He's
Oh, my
his
God.
advice is wrap it up, and his
Yeah.
advice is wait until marriage. That is a
Yes.
That is a big bookend.
Where were
that,
you?
that is the advice. That I'd give
You like
this
Felipe's advice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And do
But
you
what's
think?
realistic?
Look, I know people who have, and thus far are on that path, and I know people who haven't. You know,
Statistics. How many people?
I don't know what the statistics are for young people these days.
Okay.
I think that I've seen though that there's declines in a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. there is.
So
but not for good reasons typically.
what do you mean? Like they're just not involving each other with
most of the decline in youth sexual activity is based in less connection because of social media and because of internet and because of gaming, and it's not necessarily for good reasons.
Sure.
But if it's serving a purpose. No. I would say, yeah, I mean, don't get so lost in social media that you're lacking in human connections.
Right.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, it can't look, it sounds weird to be the optimist here or even close to an optimist here, but I just can't. Yes, if you're going to go that far, I mean, yeah, please stop before it's done. Do something different. But I would just advise you not to.
What is stop before it's done?
Hey, look.
Basically,
testosterone is a real thing, bro.
I know it is. I'm giving half of a thing. Think before you do. Stop before it's done. Like it's half of a saying.
Okay.
What is the
What's the other
saying?
half?
Think before you do.
Okay.
Stop before it's done. So let's say think before you do. Okay. Well, I'm already. I didn't think before I did, and now I'm in the process of something. Well, stop before the mistake is fully done.
Oh, okay. Okay, I never heard that.
Yeah. Like make the next right step, as Deloney would say. I don't know if you. I know it sounds like your last name, but
Yeah.
John Deloney.
No, I like him. Yeah, he's good.
He has this thing where he says, "What's the next right step?"
Yeah.
So like wherever
Don't
you are,
compound the problem.
yeah, wherever you are, what's the next right step?
It's good advice.
Yeah. Like if it's late at night, don't offer to give her a ride home or whatever. You know. I mean, you do.
taking anybody
And
home
if you
tonight?
gave her a ride home, then don't give her another ride. See, make the next right step.
You take anybody home tonight?
Nah, I ain't got
You
a
gonna give
car.
anybody a ride? He's got a car.
Oh, he's
got a car.
You can't be 16. You can drive by yourself.
Yeah, you can drive by yourself at 16.
It's only
I
illegal
thought
if
you
you get
couldn't.
caught.
Wait a minute, you can't drive by yourself at 16?
No, I heard.
If you have a license, that's what that means. Drive by yourself.
Hold on, though.
I thought too.
See, times have changed, man.
I heard
Times
that.
have changed.
You couldn't drive by yourself at 16 when you were 16?
Yeah, like there were hours. There were specified hours.
Oh.
There's hours, but that's like hours is like 11 o'clock, and it's only 11 o'clock. Like, if you get pulled over, then it's illegal. It's not illegal if you're driving
So
safely.
break the rules until you get caught.
Exactly. If I'm driving safely at 11 at night for some emergency, I'm not gonna be like, oh well.
Yeah. I'm like
Well,
thinking.
looks like there's no hope.
If I'm driving on a suspended license, as long as I don't get caught, maybe don't do that.
You know what, man? You know,
There's
That's
no
my
hope.
advice. Maybe don't do the thing.
You know what? I changed my mind.
Oh my god.
But I agree. I agree
Okay.
with all three of their advice. But I think I just think obviously I would like to agree with Axel's more because it's more like instead of trying to prevent me from doing something, it's not allowing me to do it, but making sure I'm safe while doing it. Like I think if that was like
but I don't. Okay, but let me. I'll play devil's advocate for
All
just a
right,
second.
all
Okay.
right.
Like it's an interesting way that you digested it. It's definitely the way of a 16-year-old. Now, granted, you're sitting next to a 30-year-old, but he's a 16-year-old in his mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go through it slowly. You just
More like
said,
17.
"Well, I like his response because at least I'm safe." But really, what?
no,
you,
I like his response because I get to do it.
I know.
I'm saying
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, you said at least I'm safe while doing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that
It's
that
more
gives
achievable.
but that gives us a window into the lack of reality, right? Because what you're really saying is, I'm potentially safe from one thing. I'm safe from one thing, right? I'm safe from potentially. I'm somewhat more safe from a sexually transmitted disease. That's literally it.
pregnancy.
Or babies.
Not necessarily. I mean, okay, about the same rate
Yeah.
of protection. Because remember that there is a much better outcome for babies, 100%. But think about what you're saying. Now I'm safe from a potential child, okay, and I'm safe from a potential sexually transmitted disease, and you're calling that safe. But you haven't examined any of the relational fallout, any of the spiritual fallout, any of the soul fallout, any of the things that are going to matter. Like that, what he's saying, what these guys are saying down the road, they're looking at, they're going, man, if I knew what this would do to me now, if I knew then what I know now.
And that's
But
what
you
I-
wouldn't
and
know
that-
what you know now unless you did it.
Well, that's what I'm referring.
This guy's a genius.
I didn't know my daughter till I was 30 and married.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I didn't partake in sexual activity, right? But I definitely didn't want that to happen. In hindsight, what I'm saying is that what's the rush? I get it. I get
Yeah.
what your body is telling you to do, your hormones,
Look,
but what's the rush? There's no positive to rushing the process.
Hey, I 100% agree with that statement. But I have to be a little bit more realistic with what's the possibilities, Like, hey, if you're
But is that advice or
But
is that just
is that give up?
Yeah, that's not advice. That's just basically, hey, if you're gonna do it, that's not advice. Advice is don't do it,
Yeah,
and this is why.
exactly.
You're
Yeah,
like,
I feel like advice is this is why. I don't think advice is don't do it. I think that's more of a demand. I think
not a
explain.
demand.
No, but I don't know. But I'm
I hear
saying
what,
like
the way you're
go ahead,
digesting
go
it.
ahead,
I hear
go
you.
ahead.
I think the way because I just think for me it's like I know a lot of my friends and I know me growing up in a very strict household with a very strict parent. It makes you but like the minute you see an opportunity to do something that like you can't get caught and that's something that they've demanded you not to do, you want to do it. Like growing up, just not being able to do anything. The minute I got a chance of freedom, I did the stuff that I was told not to do. So I think demanding me not to do it is different than telling me don't do it and this is why. Like
With
giving
an
me
explanation.
right.
Oh,
gi-
no,
Give you some advice.
this
Give
is
me a-
why. But no, I'm in no position to demand anything from you.
Yeah.
I'm giving you advice based on what can happen. Do whatever you want. It's your problem. It's your baby. It's everything like that. You're 16. God forbid anything happen now. You're gonna put that burden not on you. You can't.
on the people around me. Yeah. But I'm
So,
not saying
so
I'm
think
not
about those
disagreeing with-
people.
I'm not
And
disagreeing
then
with
once
that.
you're 18, now you're off to a bad start because like when you should be like sprinting into your like development as a man, now you've got a baby to take care of. God bless the baby. God bless your family. Whatever arrangement that is, but you've got ankle weights on.
But I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm saying I think advice is not just telling me like, okay, don't do it. I think it really is just
Why?
explaining
Why?
why.
This
Yeah.
is
So-
why.
Well,
Yeah,
I agree with what Mike. Okay, my advice, the reason that I would tell Felipe when he was younger, the advice that I would tell him is not so much about you don't want a baby. Of course, at that age, you don't want to have a baby. But it's what Mike was talking about. It's the spiritual, emotional, and mental aspect of this whole thing. I have had a lot of consequences because of the choices that I made. And it's a road that I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't wish on anybody.
Yeah, I think that's the problem that a lot of, like when we're talking to younger guys and we're talking about becoming men and being a man and taking responsibility, I think it's very hard to communicate to somebody who's 16. Because here's the thing, I think humanity wants the same thing, right? So I don't care where you are in life, at some point, and even at you at 16, at some point, what you truly wanted was to be known and to know somebody else and deeply connect and really be in a relationship that's filled with trust and connection and support and all those kind of things. And here's the thing. If you think that you can do anything you want and still get that result, as a grown man, what the older men are saying and should are trying to communicate in your life is not like, don't, you're an idiot if you do. It's more of like, dude, I realize that there are consequences to this that actually are antithetical to the very things that I truly want at the depths of my soul. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So, that's the problem.
So can I go back and like, I just, while you guys were talking, I was thinking about, I'm like, let me really think back to where I was at 16.
Okay.
You know, and at 16, I actually got locked up for stealing copper. And I was selling like pounds of weed and coke at 16. And like, I was doing whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, on probation, still like having a curfew. Yeah. And I'm like, and I was really wild. Yeah. And like thinking back to like what I would have said, I'm like, the reason why I said at least wrap it up is because I know anything else other than that, I probably would have never listened.
Right.
You know, like, and what's the simplest thing? I mean, like, okay, if it's someone other than me and the things that I've done, like, I'm like, what? And I thought about like, what would I say to my son? I'm like, you really don't want any type of relationship now with any female. You really want to seek that relationship with God. Yeah. And God will deliver his wife, your wife to you when the time comes, you know, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But like if you make the same decisions that I've made, then it's not just another person's life. It's potentially more lives because my kids are hurting from it. Like a broken marriage, a broken family, you know, like my kids living in different states from each other. You know, I have Righteous full time now, but then I have my 4-year-old half the time, and then his mom just took his other brother, you know, and like just that cycle of brokenness and heartbreak, and like it involves a lot of stress and pain and hurt that you just don't want to feel until you have to feel it, you know. And like, if it's gonna happen, and like you're gonna, if the decisions that you make lead up to where, hey, we're gonna do this because I just can't help myself. Yeah. At least protect yourself from not only an STD, but protect maybe a broken home. Protect anything that could happen. I mean, like, you're talking about just a heartbreak from her. Yeah. But what about the heartbreak that could come from the kids?
The child itself.
It's like a generational thing.
Yeah, I think what I was trying to communicate though was the effect that the impact that all of the sexual activity pre-marriage has on the potential of a really deeply connected marriage.
Yeah. Your whole perspective on things change. Yeah. I mean, once you start going down that road, you know, it's like your heart's changing. You know what I mean? You just...
It's very hard to explain that to someone.
It is.
And you're also giving up a degree of intimacy that you will only attain by not going there. And trust me, if you have it, you don't really realize you have it. If you don't have it, then you go... Yeah, that level isn't there. It's not saying that people can't come from different walks of life and have a degree of intimacy, but there's a specific type of intimacy that only comes from being as close to that ideal, that God mandated ideal as possible. And once it's gone, it's gone, and there's no getting it back. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have another degree. No, you can have another degree. It's just
it's not the same.
You can't. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Basically, you know what I'm saying? It's that.
It's the same. Think about it. It's the same. And look, I'll be honest with you. We're having an honest. You're adult enough to have an honest conversation. Is it potentially? Can you potentially do whatever you want to sexually in your teens and your 20s? Get married in your 30s and have have good physical sex with another human being? Absolutely. Yeah. In fact, some would argue that there's a potential that the sex could be in some ways better physically, right? But what he's talking about is something different. Yeah. That some of us at the table only know that we missed it through the negative, meaning that we don't know it from a positive experience. We know, oh, something's missing here. And it has to do with that sense of like, we're coming into this broken.
I'll tell you,
know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you one thing. My experience, it was good, but once I started turning, like, I don't know, it reached a point where I don't know the right words, but it just wasn't as pleasurable, in a way, I mean, I went to a much darker road, but I don't know. But I'll tell you this though: years later, I had a relationship with a woman that it was the best relationship I ever had, and even though we weren't married, the intimacy that we did have, there was a great connection. Because it was a loving relationship. It was a relationship where I felt comfortable to tell her anything that I felt. It was a relationship that she knew everything about me and she still accepted me. It's a relationship where we respected each other. She had a daughter and I treated her daughter, we had and so I was able to kind of like go back, in a sense. And at this moment today in my life, that's the relationship. And I've had another relationship after that Mike knows about that is like totally the opposite. And no way in hell would I want to go back to that. But right now, the goal that I will have is to go back to that relationship that I had with that lady, It was,
Can I follow that up with a really stupid metaphor? That I know it's stupid, and
I have another one too.
I'm not comparing living beings to objects and things. Okay, I'm not doing.
I will. Sounds like it's going to go bad.
But I'm just trying to make this as easily as bite sized as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a car, right? Whose car is it? Is it your car? Did you buy it? Somebody bought it for you?
Somebody bought it for me.
It's a new car.
Yeah.
It's a brand new car.
Yeah.
Brand new car.
Imagine if all your life, all you did was drive around used cars, even if they were in good shape. But it's like you'd never know what it was like to have a brand new car. Wouldn't it be nice to have a brand new car that you just drove right off the lot?
I talked to Mike about this earlier today.
Well, there you go. Jesus put it in my mind for you. That's what we call confirmation.
He said, like, it's like I live at a car dealership and I'm going to keep, like, if I keep using the cars, it's going to be a used car dealership. And I was like, what do you...
I told him he was going to be at the auction pretty soon.
We didn't discuss this at all. This is the first time I'm sitting down to talk to Mike today. So call that confirmation.
All right, give us your metaphor.
I was going to say
I can't wait to hear this metaphor.
I was just thinking about like the level of intimacy you were talking about. Yeah. It's like I got to shoot at a steel plate, right?
Okay.
And then I also shot at a paper plate, and it's nothing like shooting a steel plate. You hear that ding, 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 right? With a paper plate, you don't hear nothing. It's just like
what the hell are you talking about?
I'm saying it's very satisfying hearing the ding, right?
Yeah.
So like having a level of intimacy, right, that nobody would ever have. It's like hitting a metal plate versus hitting a paper plate.
I mean, that was the long way around the farm for that one. I don't know, man. That was. Oh my gosh! All right, so do you think any of this does any of this advice sound compelling?
In a sense, like it's not nothing I've never heard before. At this point, I don't know. I think I tend to not think in a lot of situations, so I think advice really does me no good. But I mean,
All right, then go with Axel. I mean,
No, I hear you. I hear
by
you.
the way, real advice would come from like conversation and connection. Then we could give. This was like on the spot. Hey, this is what we're gonna do, right? So it is. There's a little bit of
there's levels to it.
Hey,
right.
Just don't shoot up the club.
But if that's what you're gonna do, then yeah, please at least listen to Axel.
No, I think
I can't believe
great advice.
that's where we ended up. I gotta
Great
tell
advice.
you. Oh, there's no
No,
hope.
but please.
No, great advice. I think like
It's very simple. It's easy to attain, right?
yeah, shoot the metal plate, not the paper plate. Got it. I just think
I don't think any of it was got it.
No, that all bounced off.
Have you guys not went shooting before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you like
what-
shooting a paper
Yes.
or
Yes.
a metal?
I know exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I know exactly what you're
It
talking about.
just didn't quite fit there.
I'm just saying it's very
I
satisfying.
can think of a metaphor that would actually reverse that.
Help me, Lord.
boy.
All right, well,
Let's stop.
what? Okay, so one last question before we wrap up. What do you think? Oh, help me. How do you formulate your values then? If you're like, do you just turn it on autopilot and hope for the best, or do you formulate your values through some level of like logic and thinking and
the latter. I don't think I just kind of like, oh well, there that goes. Like
Yeah.
there's just some stuff that I won't do in like certain situations, but there's just some stuff that I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
But I don't think like there's anything like I'm not doing like life changing like terrible things because I'm just like, well, why not this? Like I have like morals and values. I don't take everything.
What's a good example of like a moral or a value?
It's a great question.
Well, tell us.
I would like to think I have morals and values. Like I don't know. Can you give me an example?
What's a principle?
No, we want to know what you think.
what yours are. You know, what I'm saying?
Honesty.
I think if you would like to think you have morals and values, you're already on shaky ground.
You know,
I'm gonna tell you right now, you need to work on that.
you don't even know
You're standing on mud.
can you give me a topic?
You're sinking into the quicksand. He's like, I'd like to think I have morals and values.
Can you just give me like a spark?
honesty, faithfulness,
Oh,
loyalty.
well, no, that good stuff. That's
right
like, that's
there.
common sense.
There you go. Well, common sense.
that would be
When
a value.
common sense 3 seconds ago. And that's all it takes, 3 seconds. It's the difference between
Shooting a paper plate.
What's happening?
No, wait. Listen. Also, there's the thing that it's not like it's uncharted territory. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, with there's so many other things that we that are worthy of being given as advice, right? But since this is the topic that we're on, it's not like it's uncharted territory. Like, oh, no one knows what could possibly happen if I like have sex at 16 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, the odds are not in your favor. The statistics are out there. You know what I'm saying? It's basically just, no, you want to play Russian roulette, you know? Now, not every time you pull the trigger on Russian roulette, you're going to get the bullet. But it's in there, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's in there.
It's in there.
It's in there.
That's up there where you saying the meat fever and the meat sweats. All that's up there together. It's in there.
Yeah.
Come on. No, I think I have morals. You think I have morals and values?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Doesn't matter what he
I think-
thinks, though.
hey,
What do you
honest-
think?
I think you like to joke a lot, but I think deep down you strike me as the kind of guy who has probably a much higher moral threshold than most of the 16-year-olds I talk to.
I appreciate it.
I would also include in there on like a different topic when it comes to drugs and alcohol, right? You won't miss it if you never try it.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't know if you have the allergy to become a real drug addict or a real alcoholic. And that's a real thing. That's why it's still classified as a disease under the medical terms because of the allergy and the mental obsession, right? So like I told Righteous, I'm like, hey, if I'm a crackhead, your mom's a drug addict, alcoholic, my dad's a crackhead, all my uncles are alcoholics. I'm like,
Yeah, but
you're
can I-
most likely.
can I
The odds aren't in your
Yeah, but
favor.
hold on. Just real quick, I know we got to wrap up, but let me just ask one thing because this is an interesting logical like dissonance that I see in you. So basically, you would be very concrete that you would tell Righteous, "Don't try drugs."
Because you may be allergic, like I am.
But you would be like, when it comes to sex, just wrap it up.
No, I told Righteous, you don't want to have sex or have a girlfriend until you're at least 30.
Oh, okay.
What? Have a girlfriend until 30?
Yeah.
See.
This guy started with wrap it up. Now he's
Yeah,
not 30.
like,
Now
what?
the truth is coming out.
Now he went all Puritan on us. Cape Pilgrim.
All right, I think you understand now. That makes that was full circle.
Yeah, very full
Crescent.
circle.
I mean,
Like a crescent.
it's like a plate, and
a metal one or a paper one? Let's be clear.
that's as far as we can go for tonight.